As mentioned in previous videos, there are 3 skills that we can use as parents to show love to our children or to nurture our children and to develop their human potential and their whole potential. Number 1, to motivate them. Number 2, to give them feedback. And number 3, to delegate. And we do this, but the purpose of these videos is to really bring consciousness as to how we can do it even better. And when I say even better, it's not that we do something wrong or that we are not doing we're not following the proper way of doing it. But we've found that when we have certain format, certain structure, certain awareness, that we can perform these skills with more effectiveness. And so let's start with motivating. Well, motivation really is that ability to spark something within someone so that they can achieve certain result, or they can be someone, they can do, or they can have whatever it is that they desire. Now, we know that there are 2 kinds of motivations. There is the intrinsic motivation and the extrinsic motivation. And in organizations, we're moving away from motivating people from extrinsic motivations, because extrinsic motivations are based on what others say, on what others approve, on what others recognize. So it is an outside, it's an external motivation. We're getting into how is it that we can motivate people intrinsically? How is it that we can motivate people from their passion, from their fears, from their desires, from their strengths, from their weaknesses, if you want? And to get to that type of motivation, we really need to get to know the person. You see, when we motivate extrinsically, we use what is called the punishment reward type of motivation. But when we motivate intrinsically, we get to know people. We get to know what it is that inspires the person to become their best, to do their best, to have their best. And there is a very big, huge difference. And here's where dialogue is important, because getting to know people can only happen through dialogue, through conversations, through intimate, well, I'm not sure if I could use the word intimate, but for parents, yes, we can have intimate conversations. In fact, I prefer to use the word inspired, because as the word implies, inspire means within the spirit. So when I'm able to touch someone's spirit, to inspire someone, is when perhaps from something that I did, this person can realizes that they can do the same. If I was able to do something, they're not different. They have the same power within, the same ability to develop their own human potential and to reach wherever level they want to reach. So inspiration comes from the word within, spirit, action, an action that comes from within. And when we can do that with others, then we're really motivating someone in a more permanent way, more so than just temporary, more so than just based on admiration, recognition, and something that depends on others. So what happens when others leave? When you don't receive that anymore, then your motivation dies. You see the difference? And that's why teaching children how to become inspired and how to become motivated within is a great legacy that we can leave for them. It is a big difference. And I think this moves me towards the word a moral compass, which I'll be talking about later. But to develop a moral compass in children, that's really to learn what inspires them and how to inspire them, so that they don't have to have their parents around or adults around to make the correct decisions.